Live. You're live. Yes, we are. This is another video. This is the other video that I'm trying to drop. Feeding my children. Super simple. Not really. It is at times overly difficult to feed a toddler. As a baby, you're nursing, breastfeeding, formula. Those are the avenues that we use. I think that's routine. Although on the ladies, I know it's difficult to really like continuously do that, especially when the young person is in their infancy stages and doing that whole feeding thing. Like that could be rough on you, the hourly need. That's rough. For fathers, not so much. I mean, we can make formula, we can do that all day, every day, not all the time. I mean, it's hard. It's hard. Either way you look at it, it's difficult for everybody. Not as much on the father, but we're going to target the dads. All right. So as this little person grows up, there's going to be a time when they are able to do solids. One around, they get real curious. I would say around 8 months, they want to grab things, put it in their mouth, see what that feels like, what that tastes like. Um, that's okay. Bananas. I would squish up bananas and I put it into this like popsicle lollipop thing that she would just like gum. She'd use her gums to siphon the banana, the squished banana. That was cool because that introduced her to different textiles, different feels and tastes other than just regular old milk. From that, started exploring strawberries. And then now we're here where it's just all solids with the exception of like milk for in the middle of the night purposes. Trying to break her out of that, but she's 1.5. She's still trying to figure that out. Now we're talking about food, right? Food, it's not it's not easy to do, right? It's not easy to like make food, present it to the little person and expect them. Like the expectation is we made the food, now eat it. Because as adults, that's what we do. However, you got to be really patient with your little ones because they feed off your vibe. So if you get overly frustrated, they get frustrated too. I have learned this patience. Um, I've been pretty patient, like in life in general, but I've become even more patient because I believe in my own eyes, I'm the best cook. Like I'm well traveled. I know how to season my food just right. And pride aside, like they don't like my food sometimes. I made smoked chicken the other day, smoked chicken for the purpose of like making smoked chicken tacos for myself and then giving them some of the chicken meat, like as a side dish for them so they can get involved too. Because Demi growing up, she used to love smoked chicken. She used to love it. I'm not sure what changed. All of a sudden, she likes processed chicken nuggets. Another time I made a cheeseburger from scratch. Presented it to her, but it wasn't the same as a McDonald's cheeseburger. So I made a cheeseburger from scratch, thick patty, just cheese, and bun, plain, the way that she likes it, the way that she loves it. Did not want that. She wanted that McDonald's processed stuff. You can't get mad at that because at the end of the day, it's about feeding them. You want to feed them the most correct way possible. But at the end of the day, you just need, not want, you need to feed them. Now, I've found some avenues that can get them to like fall in love with certain things. We do fruit. I love fruit. So every now and then we'll take a trip to like Whole Foods and I'll let Demi pick whatever food she wants. The cool thing about Whole Foods and the cool thing about Whole Foods is like you can take whatever you want, bite into it, and just walk around the store eating it. Now, what I will do though is I'll weigh down the scale just a little bit to trick it to like give it more weight to trick it. So I am paying for it at the end of the day. But my daughter's like, I'll peel a banana right there. The people like know who we are at this point. Like we do this pretty often. And they'll see my daughter try the banana. She'll give me a thumbs up. We get more bananas. Strawberries, they love strawberries. They got into strawberries because they started tasting or eating the dry fruit, dry frozen, dry freeze. There we go. The dry frozen strawberries. I tried it. It's bitter as all hell. I don't like it at all, but they love it. And I can't dog them for that. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't hate on them because that's what they like. That's what they like. Feed them what they like. Um, Basically, what I'm getting at is like, look, you got to try a whole bunch of things. On the healthy side, fruits is always going to be healthy. And if you're like a sugar freak, I'm not as big of a sugar freak as I used to be, but I'm still pretty conscious about it. Fruit sugar is all good. It's natural. I tried feeding just straight up beef. They didn't like beef, but they love turkey. So like there's a lot of stuff that I've tried throughout time and found out what they like. They like a specific, all right, specific turkey, ground turkey. It's the Costco, it's the Costco non-organic, non-organic turkey. It's whatever, man. Cause you could get like $20 of that, and it's like 4 pounds. It goes a long way. That would last if like you could take one for your little person, make it. I just do salt and pepper. That's it. Salt and pepper for them. For me, I add a little bit extra cayenne pepper, paprika, all that. I jazz it all up. For them, salt and pepper, and I just put it into a little baggie, and I freeze it whenever I need it. Open it up. I don't have to cut it. I just present it to them, and they eat it straight up. Like they just eat it plain, the way it is. They don't quite like rice. Demi used to love rice, but not anymore. Every once in a while, I have oatmeal at the very bottom of the shelf, like all their food that's healthy. It's at the bottom of the shelf. Every once in a while, Demi and Tyson will go get an oatmeal packet. Like they know what it is. They'll come up to me and they'll have me make it. It takes about like 2 minutes in the microwave to make it. Healthy. It's healthy. It's not overly taxing to do. Easy to do. And it's filling. But yeah, try to get your young one to eat the stuff that you want to eat. You have to learn to be patient. You just need to feed them. So whatever they want. I mean, granted, from like aside from candy, you gotta feed them what they want, man. Just give it to them because at some point they're gonna get knowledgeable enough to set the standards for themselves. As parents, the only thing we got to do is feed them. Because if you go to these other countries, man, they ain't got no choice. They got what they got. But we have so many different things that we can have as choices here. Like it's ridiculous. Just get them fed. Anyways, that's my 2 cents on like food. I love fruits. You got to be okay with having lost, the battle of trying to feed them what you think, what you thought they should eat. Like get away from that, because if you're gonna be in that headspace where it's like you eat this, and if you don't, that's it. You're never gonna feed your kid all the time, because there's certain times when they just don't want it. Like no matter what you do, unless you spread the whole like pour a bunch of syrup on it, just feed them and try everything. You don't know what you don't know until you know. So try everything. That's my best and only advice. All right. Just feed them. Get them fed. Don't be so health conscious when it comes to your kids, man. There's gonna come a time when they're like 5 years old. They'll understand, like what flavor is, and then they'll start be able to articulate what they like and don't like. But right now, man, they like what they like. They can't help it. They don't know any better. Anyways, deuces.